Welcome to the Savannah Speedway for Race 4 of Season 5 in the Copperhead Cup Series. Let's take a look at the starting lineup for today's race. On the front row are Dale Earnhardt Jr. and Ryan Newman. A couple of Fords in row 2 of Ricky Rudd and John Wood. If you go all the way down to row 6, you can see Hendrick teammates of Jimmy Johnson and Jeff Gordon. Both of them have been extremely strong this year, and they have a win each, and they're also sitting on top of the season standings right now. Dale Jr. also has a win, and all three of these drivers are locked into the playoffs. We'll talk more about the playoffs after this race, but let's look at the fantasy standings. Everyone is still chasing 1989 Worms 1. The fantasy competition will continue throughout the rest of the regular season, which ends at race 7. Let's take a look at some of your fantasy picks for today's race. Of course, these aren't everyone's picks. There were too many of them to fit into this section of the video. We're getting close to getting this race started. The pace cars coming through turns 3 and 4. Dale Jr. and Ryan Newman are leading the field to green. Pace car dives off. Green flags in the air. We're underway at the Savannah Speedway. Off turn 2 down the backstretch. Ryan Newman has the lead. He's going to clear Dale Jr. going into turn 3. Ryan Newman up front. Dale Jr. in second. Ricky Rudd in third. Jr. looking on the inside through turns 1 and 2. Off the corner and down the backstretch. Ryan Newman pulls away. Ryan Newman has a win in the Copperhead Cup Series, although it's been a while. It was at the Cardinal Raceway back in Season 3. 19 races ago was his last victory. He's looking to break his winless drought here today. At some point in today's race, we're going to have to deal with lap traffic. Newman is only half a straightaway from his teammate Travis Kvapil in last place. Newman approaching Kvapil quickly. He overdrives it through turn 3. Here comes Dale Jr. to the inside. Side by side for the lead. New leader, it's Dale Jr. in the Budweiser number 8 Chevrolet. Side by side for second is Newman's dropping spots. Dale Jr. is looking for any way he can to get around Travis Kvapil, but Travis Kvapil keeps blocking the 8 car. Jr. finally gets to the inside of the 77. We're coming up on halfway as Dale Jr. looks like he's going to get 5 halfway bonus points. Ricky Rudd, Rusty Wallace, Martin Truex Jr., and Ryan Newman, they'll also get halfway bonus points. Here comes Ricky Rudd to the inside of Dale Jr. for the lead. It's the 8 versus the 88 here at Savannah Speedway, and we're hearing reports that the track is slick in turns 1 and 2. Multiple drivers are saying that there's a big lack of grip through turns 1 and 2. Let's see what happens here. Ricky Rudd goes up the track. Lots of other cars go up the racetrack. Travis Kvapil in the wall. Yellow flag is out. We believe it's oil coming out of the number 28 of Robert Richardson. Here's a look at the replay. Thankfully, nobody wrecked here and no major contact. And while we wait on track cleanup, let's take a look at the Copperhead Cup Series all-time wins list. Mark Martin sits on top of this leaderboard with 11 wins. That's really impressive considering there's only been 44 races in the Copperhead Cup Series history. Robert Richardson has been told to park his car for the rest of the day. Here we come to the choose cone. Dale Jr. is going to take the inside. Ricky Rudd is going to follow him on the inside. Rusty Wallace is going to take the front row, starting alongside Dale Jr. On the restart, there's going to be 2 laps to go. That means it's a green-white checkered. Let's take a look at the green-white checkered rules. The field will take the green flag with 2 laps to go. If the yellow flag waves before the white flag, then we will have another green-white checkered attempt. If the yellow flag waves after the white flag, then the race is over and whoever was leading at the time of caution is declared the winner. We're ready to get back to racing. Green flag, 2 laps to go. Rusty Wallace gets a great jump. Dale Jr. might have missed a shift. They're 3 wide for 3rd place. Carl Edwards on the outside of the 8 cars. They come off turn 2. Rusty Wallace in the lead by a car length, coming through turns 3 and 4 to get the white flag. John Wood in 2nd place. He's just a part-time driver, but can he get the victory? Rusty Wallace in the Mobil 1 Dodge. He's never won in the Copperhead Cup Series. He's pulling away from John Wood as they go down the backstretch. Through turns 3 and 4 for the final time. Rusty Wallace for Roger Penske is going to get his first win in the Copperhead Cup Series. John Wood comes home in 2nd. Dale Jr. recovers and gets a 3rd place finish. What a crazy finish to the Savannah Speedway 400. Let's take a look at the race results. Rusty Wallace only led 2 laps on his way to victory. Dale Jr. led 6 laps, and that was the most laps led today. That's an extra 2 bonus points for him. Terry Labonte finished this race in 9th place, and that's his 4th top 10 so far this season. Ryan Newman fell all the way back to 11th place. He led the first 4 laps, but he was not able to recover after Dale Jr. passed him for the lead. We have a new points leader, and it's Dale Jr. in the 8 car. He passes Jeff Gordon and Jimmy Johnson. Rusty Wallace breaks into the top 10 for the first time this season. He was 15th in points, and he gained 5 spots all the way up to 10th. Looking at the second page of the point standings, you can see John Wood. He gained 4 spots. He actually has more points than some of the drivers who have competed in more races than he has. We need to take a look at the playoff grid because there are 3 races left in the regular season. 8 drivers are going to make the playoffs. 4 are locked in with the win right now, and at least 1 driver is going to make it in on points. So points are extremely important here with 3 races to go in the regular season. Here's a look at the fantasy standings. 1989 Worms 1 extends his points lead, and to my surprise, not a single person picked Rusty Wallace to win today's race. So here's the list of drivers that you can pick from for the next race. Take a look at this list. Pick 2 drivers that you think will do well in the Oak Hill 200. Leave them in the comments below. Anybody can participate. So thank you guys so much for participating in the fantasy competition. Thank you for watching this race. I really hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you all in just a couple of weeks for the 5th annual Oak Hill 200.